Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 21, Week 2, I guess technically Day 1, we only do it one day of the week now though, which are Mondays of course, mostly because we've been far too addicted to Brighter Shores, as you guys have probably seen. Definitely feel free to stop by if you ever want to chat, because we're around like every day these days, like 12 hours a day, but of course, we are still doing Gems of War Mondays now, I guess we're calling it. But hello everyone, welcome. Actually, let me go bring up chat. I can't actually see it. I know you guys can there, but and I can too, but I don't have the actual chat. There it is. Now I can see it. Anyways, so yeah, game plan. We got raids, of course. We got ourselves the raids for the current event. They are both pretty easy because you are allowed to use Stellarex. So if you own a Stellarex, this is one of the freest week we've had in a long while. That's a cheap team. Let me go get the Stellarex one. Of course, the low rarity team that we showed for the video. Of course, if you guys don't already have it, we did all the copy paste on the Monday video. So if you guys haven't already seen it, all of them are ready. They're good to go. So if you need any specific teams for the entire week, they are all already there. But of course, as you guys know, there is a specific kingdom where Stellarex resides, and that kingdom is indeed Volpecia. With that being said, yeah, it is like the freest week ever for most of the events between raids, Underspire, stuff like that, because, yeah, if you own Stellarex, you just click button and auto win. I might even do Underspire for once. I haven't really been doing as much Underspire lately just because it's been a little time consuming. However, when you can beat a battle like that, yeah, we might be. As the average battle length will be click Stellarex to win or click Stellarex 2 to 3 times to win. So if you own Stellarex, definitely 100% make sure you are using Stellarex this week. But anyways, hello everyone. Hello Mark. Hello Bill. Hello MK Jets. Hello Logic Slayer. Hello everyone else. Hello Mr. Z. Hello everyone who hasn't said hello. Hello anyone who might be from Brighter Shores who clicked on the wrong video but still stayed around anyways. Hello. Let's see, we'll keep going with this. Yeah, we'll go through this. We'll go through PvP. We'll go through pretty much everything. Of course, don't forget, we have been keeping up with it, though, of course, since we haven't been streaming it. It is worth still mentioning. Do not forget to go do your weekly, what would you even call it? I guess seasonal event? We still have the 10-year anniversary event that's been going on, the newer feature that they added in 8.2. They could do it for various events. I highly doubt we're going to get one for Christmas just because we already had one, you know, right now for the 10-year anniversary event. So it'd be basically back-to-back if they did do it. But do not forget, in the current, where is it? Dailies. Under Dailies, all the way at the bottom, underneath this question mark, you need to go kill a bunch of green enemies this week in order to go get this tarot card. You will need all 4 of the ones we've been getting. Of course, we already had 2, and we're about to have another 2, this one this week and one more next week. And doing so, we'll be able to eventually craft this mythic. The mythic itself isn't anything like too over the top, but you know, you still want to end up having it just in case. There are some restrictions where you may end up using it, like Broken Spire, for example. Potentially even Knights, though I'm pretty sure it won't end up being used for human, mostly because the Tesla plus Holy Stang Astra is way absurdly stronger. But there are some situations underneath Knight as well as Broken Spire where, depending on what your options are, you would actually end up utilizing it as a troop. So, also, while I'm here, let me go grab the Ritz. While we're in this menu, what is Dungeon Lord? This is complete dungeon. Okay, that's fine. And the gold one we can kind of just ignore. All right, let me go grab the Ritz here while we're here. Anyways, hello Jason. Hello Cookie. Hello Supernova. Welcome. Let's see. You heard from a bird to go read the in-game guild chat? Wait, what does it say in guild chat? What happened? Who called me out? What did I do wrong? What did I do? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Is your final week in the guild? You have... Oh no! Isabel! Oh no! Let's see. No, Izzy! Is she going full times Palia? Let's see. We'll miss you, Izzy. Is she going all in Palia? Nope, you're gone? You're gone? You're gone? Oh no! But what happened? Is something else, or what happened there? Oh no! It's been such a long while. This your last week? Oh no! I mean, are you still going to be around and everything? Use what happened? What did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do now? What did I do? Let's go get our Slark Zone. Oh, what did I do? What have you stopped? I'm not trying to ignore you. When chat keeps moving, I sometimes miss a couple of the chat pieces. I'm not trying to ignore you. Just ask Mr. Z. Like, I'm not trying to ignore him. It's just the message sometimes goes by, and I don't see it for a while. Hello, Genki. Welcome, welcome. I just realized because of my audio bounce, the audio is like so low right now. I'm like, wait, why is this so quiet? Because I forgot. I have the audio balance set for the other game we were doing. But it doesn't reset when I switch back to the Gems of War layout. So I'm like, wait, it's like silence right now. But hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Are there Palia guilds? I assume there are. Not sure what they've really added in recent times. Also, gosh, this is that annoying 20% thing that can revive 1,000 times. It's like Inferno King, but worse. It's a lower percent, but it comes in at like full mana or whatever it does. So it can actually loop after it revives, unlike the other thing that just stays there. Yeah, I know, that's fine. Yeah, I know that you've been kind of burned out on Gems of War lately. Honestly, I've been too. I have definitely been as well. Though I've still been going with it, of course. I've still been doing dailies and everything off stream. But that's fully understandable if you need to quit Gems of War, Isabel. Don't feel bad about that. Are you quitting Puzzle Quest 3 as well? How has Puzzle Quest 3 been, by the way? Because I quit Puzzle Quest 3 after the first year. Just from burning out on it personally. That's what I was joking earlier, is are you quitting to be a full-time Palia? I say streamer, but you don't actually stream at the moment. Also, are you going to be streaming Palia down the line? Because I would love to see some co-op sometime again. I know we've been like all in Brighter Shores, but you know. If you ever want to hang out or anything else. Puzzle Quest 3 still good? Just Gems of War interesting. Maybe? We haven't been doing the Underworld weekly. Or, you know, not the full thing. But I'm actually considering it this week because we have access to Stellarix. It's pretty much never going to get freer than this week right now. The only slight issue with this kingdom is we don't really have a good mana accumulator for it. Is the only thing that's a little clunky about Underspire this week. Like, yeah, we have Stellarix, which is insane the second we get it to full mana. The problem is initially getting it to full mana is very clunky. I was gonna say, I hope that doesn't die. Because this team has no backup plan when that happens. Luckily allowed to do these infinite times. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using this exact team. Otherwise, we'd be using the Takshaka variant. Also, hello, yeah! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Isabel's joining the people who have quit Gems of War category. I feel like a lot of people have been lately. I don't know, I'm still around for the long haul, personally. We just cut back and basically made it a Monday thing now, but, you know, we'll still always be posting the Monday video. Hopefully we'll still always be doing the Monday stream. Though I feel very tempted just to keep doing, what's it called all day? Brighter Shores. Though I know after a while, I'll eventually get tired of streaming Brighter Shores like 12 hours every day. I still will be a lot, but, you know, at some point it'll be like, oh, I should probably cut down the hours a little. Because right now we're streaming it like 100 hours a week. Or at least playing over 100 hours a week. Streaming it for almost that much. Obviously those hours will go down eventually. Not by a lot, but by some amount. Obviously, that's not sustainable literally forever. At least initially, for at least the first couple months, it definitely will be. Yeah, I'm never quitting Gems of War, personally. I've definitely burnt out on it a little bit, but I've still been having a lot of fun. Until they turned off the servers, we will be here. Covering the Monday video, and I guess at this point doing Monday night streams. You're going down with the ship? Same. Oh no, didn't Surian make some kind of announcement thingy about the 10 years and the state of the game or something? I didn't actually bother reading it. I'm not sure if it was a statement or a video or what. But, I don't know, I'm pretty sure he said some pretty inspiring things about the future of the game that I didn't bother checking yet. Because I've been too busy playing, Brighter Shores. There is a video. I need to check it later. Definitely gotta check it. Let's see. Oh, wow. Who did all these tasks? Wow. Let's see. Hello, or thank you. Smooth Moves. Cabinet. The Shoe. Jamie, a Loco. It's a mix of everyone. Why does it feel like it's so much more than normal? I don't know. I guess because I didn't take any all day, it just seems like a lot. Because normally I take it gradually throughout the day. But it's like the first time I'm taking it all day. So maybe that's why it seems like a bit more. Because normally I don't see that many tasks in at once. But that's just because I take them in, you know, segments. And I'm thinking of it like in segments. It's like, oh, that's a big segment right there. That's because I didn't take it all day. So it's actually not that big. Like, it just seems big because I didn't take it the entire day. But normally I take it like 5 times over the course of the day. Or, you know, a few times. It was like our first claim. That would make sense. It's not our first login, though. It's taking tribute. And obviously we covered the video earlier. Alright, we did all that. What do we even have for campaign? All free tasks like normal. They'll get done automatically. The only thing you might have to go out of your way for, especially if you play a little bit less during the week, is killing a bunch of green. I actually did so little dailies last week. I did have to go out of my way to kill yellow or whatever it was last week. However, one thing that's really nice, at least on PC Mobile, I mentioned it during the video, but might as well mention it again for any of you who haven't seen. If you're on PC Mobile, there is green PvP this week. So if you need a really easy way to go and stack green kills, all you have to do is go with here with Beatrix, double Beatrix, like literally just replace this with double Beatrix if you don't have it and you're good to go. Box Strider, double Beatrix, Leprechaun, or of course if you have it, run Stellarix. And this is 4 green kills per battle. And you only need like what, 300 something, 200 something kills? And yeah, if you just spam this, you'd have it in like under an hour, under half an hour. Because every single battle you do is 4 green kills. And that's on top of everything else that you can do throughout the week. Alright, so we did all that, Campaign, will do itself. Dailies already done. Let's see, raids. Oh yeah, raids. This is what I wanted to go do. Did I set the team yet? Yes. So do make sure you do have to use Rage Paul on your team. He gives you 2 times score. You don't have to max him. However, he does need to be on your team, as having him on your team is 2 times score every single time you do a battle. And, or when you kill a boss. But, you know, once you do get to the later battles, every battle is against the boss. And, of course, you might see me using Fox Fang quite a bit during these battles. And if you go and copy-paste any from the video earlier, I think every single time I ever show a weapon during these modes was with this weapon. The main reason being is it's a mass explode weapon. There are a few others, like the double gem spamming one. But overall, this is just a lot safer. Not only can you offset one of your troops, like putting this in first slot to use as a meat shield, so that the resummon can keep meat shielding for you, but it will also just give you a lot of mana accumulation, and there's a certain someone who needs that mana accumulation in order to auto-win every fight instantly. You spend almost 7,000 on the game and you're still considering quitting? That's quite a lot. How much have I done at this point? I want to say almost 1,000 over the course of like 10 years. Like 100 a year basically comes out to. I forgot how to even check these days. Like, I know what the VIP thing is. Let me see. VIP 10. So VIP 10 is 790. I'm not sure how to read the rest of this bar, though. So yeah, it's like 800 something. I'm pretty sure. We spent about 800 something or low 900 something on the game so far. So that's like 90 to 100 a year. I don't know. That's a pretty fair amount. Over the course of 10 years. You know, 90 to 100 a year. Let's see. We did that. Campaign, do it itself. Yeah, raid. Trying to figure out what mode we're even doing. There we go. Considering quitting? I'm not going to quit Gems of War. We're here for the long haul. Nothing will tear us apart. I still find this game pretty chill. It's kind of relaxing, log on, do your thing. It's one of those daily systems I don't know, I just like logging in to do. Like, I couldn't get into it for something like Puzzle Quest 3 personally, and a few other games. I don't know, something about this game, just, you know, log in, do your things, log out. That kind of gameplay has been, you know, it's just one of those things that kind of still always hooked me. That's one of those almost like routine things where it's like, you know, it's kind of like relaxing, therapeutic almost. Brighter Shores versus Gems of War, who wins? Next on Epic Rap Battles of History. No, Brighter Shores is definitely our like ultra addiction right now. I've been wanting an MMO like this for like so long. I've mentioned it on many other streams as well in the past. And it just never really came around. And then Andrew Gower was like, oh, I'm going to go do RuneScape again. Or he's going to do an MMO again, I should say. Obviously, he's not trying to create RuneScape, but it definitely has some similarities. And it's like, okay, I'm in. Yeah, we've known about this for like 9 months. We've been preparing. Our whole schedule is basically cleared for the rest of the year. Pretty much. Aside from holidays, obviously. I haven't really been covering many videos on it, though. I just feel like there's too many people covering videos on it at the moment. I'm not really sure what to cover specifically. Because I feel like everything that can be covered has been covered. Yes, Gems of Soros. Hello, P-Medic. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see some Brighter Shores people. Yeah, we did a stream earlier if that's what you're looking for. Does you want to stick around? Yeah, we ended up doing the mining grind. We got to the minecart system. It was okay. It wasn't as strong as I thought it would be based on what people said. It wasn't bad. But, I don't know, it wasn't like broken. Like, it was balanced. I was expecting it to be like absurdly strong, but, you know, it was pretty balanced for when you obtain it. It wasn't weak, but it wasn't like ultra strong. Does this mean you won't be buying Tacit's Season Pass? Well, I've just been doing the $10 one recently. Just so we can cover the mythic and everything. Which we still have a ways to go. Isn't it only week 2 on the current campaign? Like, the campaign literally just started last week. We're in, like, the super early days. By the way, you were here for the Gems of War days. Just saw you stream recently and came back. Oh, nice. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we've been doing Gems of War for a while. It's the 10-year anniversary, of course, this month. And we started, what, 8 years ago? As far as, like, you know, covering on a weekly, daily basis. It's kind of funny because some people from other games do eventually recognize me from Gems of War. It's like, oh yeah, you were that one Gems of War guy. I do find that funny. Like, people you would never really expect. It's like, oh yeah, I know you from Gems of War. Just because we've been covering it for so long. Yeah, Gems of War has been in a weird state recently. I think it could still recover, though. There's a lot of weird decisions that have been made over the last, like, several years. But I still really enjoy the game. There's also still a handful of things they really need to address. One of them being how absurdly strong Stellaryx is. Where if you have access to him, basically no other option even exists. But a few exceptions. It just has made team diversity. I think that's in general. Even if Stellaryx didn't even exist, team diversity is in a really weird state right now. Just because some options are just way stronger than others. Stellaryx is just one of those that really exasperates that problem. Just because it's kind of like the solve all. Same as Wand of Stars. That kind of just solves like almost every issue you could ever have with a team build. Need damage? He has it. Need good traits? He has it. Need extra turn potential? He has it. Maybe not the best, but relative to his damage. Need infinite damage? He has it. And he's like so tanky too. He's basically like a standard tank mythic, but with, the perks as if he wasn't a standard tank mythic. Addicted to the game and you can't quit even though you should. I don't know. I never know when to quit anything, I think is my problem. I never quit. Until basically something forces us to. Also, you know what game actually got their servers back online? Which made me laugh. Do you guys remember when we did a little bit of Strife back in the day? Like several years ago? I haven't streamed too many MOBAs, but I think I had like 1,500 hours in that game. Which is like almost nothing compared to like the tens of thousands like Dota 1 and 2 and such. Mostly in Dota 1. But I just saw on my Steam page that their servers are back up. Which really threw me off. It's like, wait, this game is dead. They don't even have like 300 people playing on Steam. And it has some kind of event happen last weekend. And I'm like, wait, what? When did this happen? When did this game come back to life? Because honestly, out of any MOBA I ever played, I felt like that one had so much potential and was so much fun. But then it just kind of like died out of nowhere. Not even like the population of the game, just the devs kind of being like, oh yeah, we're done here. I'm not sure if this is like budget stuff or what, but yeah, they kind of just like stopped one day and it's like, well, what now? That game was so good as far as like how you could customize your weapons and everything. I really enjoyed it so much. Yeah, I really don't understand whatever happened to that game. Yeah, their servers just went online again like the other week. It's been down for like 5 years or 6 years, however long it's been. Makes no sense. I almost felt like playing, but I've been too addicted to Brighter Shores just to check what the state of the game is at, because I think they did a bunch of rebounds and everything else. So I was like, what on earth is going on here? Oh, hello, Lester. Just popping in to say hi. You downloaded Brighter Shores. It is the first MMO game you've ever played. It's addictive. You are currently building you're building the guard to 21 forge, 12 fishing, 13 cooking. Nice. Huge congrats, John. Nice, nice. If you guys haven't tried Brighter Shores, I definitely advise giving it a shot. It's pretty chill MMO. Definitely not for everyone, but you know, if you've caught on any of our streams or anything, it's definitely worth giving a shot if it seems interesting. It's completely free to play for the first 2 chapters. Kind of similar to that other Palia MMO that we played the other month, except no one's technically completely free to play, but you know, it pays for itself with the cosmetics. But the first 2 chapters of Brighter Shores is 100% free to play, nothing money locked at all. So definitely worth giving a shot. We haven't had a lot of fun with it personally. But no, it's not replacing Gems of War. We're still doing Gems of War Mondays, or at least I guess we're calling it that now. I will always cover, I mentioned that a while ago. There's one thing I said I would always do for the history of Gems of War, and I mean it. And those were the Monday videos. We have been doing those Monday videos consistently for 8 years now. And I will never stop. As long as the servers are up, I assure you. Even if we, for some reason, drop the Monday night stream, which I don't want to do. I want to have at least one Gems of War stream night, like tonight. But we will always do that Monday video. It might sometimes be uploaded on a Tuesday, but we will always do that Monday weekly video, or I should say weekly video. On Strife's Steam page, it says notice at the request of public. Yeah, I think it's still offline. I don't think they remembered to put it back online, though. But yeah, the servers are back up, though. But I don't think they've re-added it to the Steam page, which is kind of funny. Also, hello again, Nuffledrak. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Also, thanks for the info earlier on the other stream. Greatly appreciated. Hope your day has been going well. You should check the 10 years Gems of War video when you get the chance later. Yeah, people were mentioning that earlier. I was aware of it. I haven't gotten a chance to check it yet. Are there jobs in Brighter Shores? Yes. You can literally work for an employee and AFK for 8 hours. It's actually kind of funny. You can actually have a full-time job AFKing in Brighter Shores. You literally just go to a location and your guy will AFK. He's literally doing it right now. I'm working for some leather worker right now. I'm literally making like soundproof boards. My guy's just doing that over and over again until I log back in. It's really funny. And if you go to sleep, your guy literally has like a 8-hour 9-to-5 job as you sleep. And you actually get EXP and in-game currency for it. It's really funny. But if I went to sleep right now, he'd literally be working a 9-to-5 as I sleep. You're gold panning before sleep? Is gold panning actually any good? I don't have any of those AFK points into mining. I was considering it. At this point, I think I'm putting into leatherworker just so I don't have to do leatherworker as much. Or at least to kind of cover the XP goals. So I can move up each hide just so it doesn't take as long to train. How do you get to Trowel? South. If you go south of the main road in Hopesport, there's a shop that sells it over to the east. Like, you know where the south gate is? Where all, like, the goblins are and everything? It's, like, around there on the, or wait, is it north? Wait, I'm trying to figure out the orientation of the map. But you know the side that the fishing shop is on? Like, go down the road that's, like, on that side. And on that side will eventually be a shop that sells it. Like, past the hairdresser, on that side. Not the enchanter side, but the hairdresser side. If you keep going down, there's a shop that sells all those little gardening tools for foraging. I forget directionally what direction that is, though. You're loving the old emotes, don't ever change them? Honestly, I've been meaning to soon. I still been meaning to put the Brighter Shores ones there and some of the old ones I commissioned that I still haven't yet after months. Really need to. I'm not sure if they're going to work on YouTube, though, because the ways that he gave them to me file-wise, I'm not even sure if they're going to fit. Or how that's going to work. Alright, so am I going all the way for Underspire this week? I don't honestly even know. I might still just go for tier 4. Did you check out the video already? No, I didn't check out the video. I don't know. Should we just watch it on stream? A lot of people are mentioning it. My audio bounce is kind of weird right now, but I could try doing it on stream, I guess. What is it under? Did he post it onto YouTube somewheres? Or is it just on the forum somewheres? Where's the forum? Forum. Yeah, where's this video? We'll watch it right now. Why not? We'll literally watch it now. Where's this video? Anniversary Community Challenge? Not that. Where's the other thing? Anniversary message from Syrian. There it is. I have to adjust the audio.
Hello, adventurers.
Is that too loud?
Syrian here. Welcome to Gems of Wars.
Can you guys hear that? Can you hear Syrian speak?
Hello, adventurers. Syrian here. Welcome to...
Yes, no, maybe so. Anyone? Not sure, just some stream delay. But can anyone hear the Syrian when the audio clicks? Or when I click play? Yes, no, maybe so. Yes? Okay, just making sure. Alright, let's go listen.
Hello, adventurers. Syrian here.
Barely? Okay, I can up it a little.
Welcome to Gems of War's 10th anniversary. We have a special month planned full of events and giveaways to celebrate 10 long years of beating the snot out of millions of very annoying goblins. What we wanted to...
Can you hear him now? Yes? No? It's hard to tell because I can't hear the feedback. I can only see the bar. Like, to my audio, it sounds the same regardless of how I adjust this. I don't have, like, a playback for my live stream going right now. I don't want it to be too loud either, but hopefully that's bearable or listenable. Barely, but you keep talking over him. Well enough. Okay, I'll turn it all the way to max. How about that? It's as high as I can make it without adjusting other audio settings. Let me know if this is good.
to do in this video was to take a look back at some of the early gameplay, and then take a little peek at what the next 12
Oh, do you guys remember this? Gosh, were any of you back? Oh gosh, when Carnix used to have 5 HP. Gosh, the nostalgia. Do any of you guys remember when Carnix was like the strongest thing ever? And you actually had to use like Lady Sapphira when she ended up getting buffed to end up like hitting it, because it had enough true damage to actually one-shot Carnix. It was like one of the only ways you could really get past it. Gosh. You have to have been playing like 10 years ago to even understand this number right here. This Carnix right here. That thing was a beast. And you had to true damage him down with one shot. And one-shot true damage at that time was so good against things like this. Just so you could bypass all that armor they end up getting.
months have in store. I'm not gonna lie, I got some serious nostalgia with this old gameplay video from our initial release in 2014. We only had a team of 3 at the start, just myself, Nimhane and Andrew. On release day, we were actually demoing the game in a booth at PAX. I can still remember Andrew crouched down in the back of the booth, logging into the servers to try and ban the hackers who, within 2 hours, were already beating on those servers. From the initial Steam and Apple versions, we eventually managed to release an Android version. We were just successful enough that we could start to grow the team a little, adding Asherland, our art director. Now, in 2015, about 1 year after Gems of War had launched, we released the Xbox and PlayStation versions. They weren't actually developed in-house by us, but were in fact developed and managed by our colleagues over at Pipeworks. If you've been around a while, you might remember that the Xbox and PlayStation versions ran about 3 to 6 months behind the mobile and PC. That was because it took time to update the team at Pipeworks with our latest code and artwork. So, in 2016, we grew our team a little more. Alpheon and Gold Phoenix joined us to help manage and grow the game on consoles, as we took that task over from Pipeworks. Those two guys managed to bring all of the code bases together, so there was just one version of Gems of War. A little shout out to Alpheon and Gold Phoenix here. They managed to replace a game written in Flash on PC Mobile with a game written in Unity on PC Mobile, and nobody really noticed. If you're a software engineer, you'll understand. That was probably a miracle. If they pull off another one like that in their lifetime, they'll be eligible for sainthood. 2017 rolled around, and we finally managed to synchronize all of the
What this reminds me of, wait, go back. Oh, wait, this was, gosh, it's not, where's the other art style? Yeah, this old art style, wasn't there one before this? Can't remember. It goes very far back. They've had so many art styles in this game. I feel like they overhauled the art style like 4 or 5 times, as far as like the interface on the main starting map. Like on this one right here. Anyways.
Flash on PC Mobile with a game written in Unity on eligible for sainthood. 2017 rolled around, and we finally managed to synchronize all of the content, so PC, Mobile, Xbox and PlayStation all received new troops and events at the same time. We also managed to grow the audience quite a bit during this period with news, social...
That's one thing that's kind of interesting. Gems of War actually started at a really low player base and just kept going up. It did so, I believe, all the way till like 2019, 2020. And now its numbers, I've never really been checking lately. But I know it ended up doing that for like the first like 5-ish years. And like right now he's saying like 2017, so that's what, 3 years after the fact. That's kind of interesting because the game launched to its lowest numbers it ever had. And it only ever went up. It's kind of weird. It's one of those games that kind of started as like nothing and just through word of mouth and just gameplay and everything kind of, you know, just ended up getting more. It's really interesting.
And event systems in the game. Some of you might remember Salty, our community manager, and the weekly stream she started. Very good times. When we released it, Gems of War had 15 kingdoms. We built a map that was designed to hold 30 kingdoms, and we figured we might last long enough to get there if we were very lucky. But thanks to all of you, the wonderful adventurers who play our game every day, we hit 30 kingdoms and kept going. In fact, we filled up the map, so we had to create the underworld to hold more locations. That's been the story of Gems of War, really. We build something that we love, then we're always surprised and humbled that you folks seem to love it as much as we do. So much so that it just grows and grows.
Rip Salty. Also, Lester, this is actually the first time Brighter Shores people saw us. We streamed last Monday as well. So technically last Monday was the face reveal. But yeah, I don't know. I don't use my face for Brighter Shores. There's some games I don't, some games I do. Obviously for Gems of War we do. But, I don't know. A lot of other games lately, I just haven't been doing it. It just, I don't know. I just find it cleaner just having just gameplay on screen, personally, when it comes to the layout of a lot of things. Because I just find that chat and, you know, like a head thing, especially with my green screen being weird in this current setup, because it doesn't really green screen properly. Even if I put one there, just my lighting situation in this room is so bad right now. I really need to fix it. But, I don't know, it's just easier not doing face. Otherwise, there's just a bunch of stuff cluttering the screen. It works with Gems of War just because of how you can change the layout and everything and how it auto-adjusts because it's used for so many, you know, different platforms. But a lot of other games I don't feel like really can fit it as well without it hindering the view of, you know, what's going on.
Until we need to build something else. Soon, it was 2019, our 5th anniversary, and we released the Nintendo Switch version, developed by our colleagues at Code Glue, and then taken over by the team here. And then for 5 years after that, we just kept going. We added the 10-week campaigns, and we're currently up to campaign number 21, and still going on those. And we added new experiences like the Underspire. And just recently, in this last year, we've had a complete rework of the PvP system, which we're still tweaking to make sure it's the best it can be. So far, like a lot of things in Gems of War, it's been popular and well received, but also has huge room for growth. Last of all, the bit I know you're waiting for, a quick look into the future of Gems of War. What does Year 11 look like? I'd like to share 3 big things with you. Unfortunately, we don't have any visuals at the moment, so we'll just hit each one briefly. The first one is Guild Wars. Our plan is to bring that back early in 2025.
All right, that's good or interesting. One thing that kind of happened recently with Gems of War that's felt kind of weird is we've had basically an entire year without Guild Wars. They stopped last year's December, somewhere around there. So we're almost at the 1 year mark of no Guild War. Guild War, of course, was the most competitive game mode in the entire game. So there's a lot of guilds that kind of just fell apart and quit when Guild Wars wasn't around for so long. Because basically the most competitive part in the entire game essentially got removed. So there was kind of a bit of a problem with that. So yeah, they're re-adding it early next year, so that'll be interesting. Obviously my guild's not going to try to reach rank 1 like we did last time. Like, you know, the first ever Guild War, we end up getting rank 1 and all that. We're definitely not going to be like exceedingly competitive in it. You know, we'll do it casually. But we're definitely not pushing rank 1 or anything like that. I can assure you that. We're going to be pretty casual with it and just kind of do it. But, you know, we'll still partake in it, get whatever the rewards are. Hopefully the reward system is a little bit better for anything that isn't some of the top few guilds. I don't know. We'll see. We just have to wait and see. But, yeah, this is one thing that's been really weird about the last year of Guild War, I would say. Please not Guild War. Yeah, a lot of people do kind of hate Guild War. I don't know. I'm really curious to give it a shot and see what the rework is. Also, hopefully it's not like every single week, like OG Guild War. I highly doubt they would do it like that. It's probably like once a month or something. Because originally it used to be every single week. Like literally no downtime other than I think like Monday or whatever it was. Like there was one day of downtime. Every other day was like, yep, Guild War Day. But they're never going to go back to that. It's probably going to be like once a month and redone a lot compared to what it originally was. But I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Obviously the details we don't really know.
The team is actually working on it already. We've been doing a round of surveys amongst the community to get some feedback. We have some early plans, and if we get a chance, we'd love to share them with you in our forums so we can gather more feedback as we go. The second thing for 2025 is a rework of the early game. You've seen some
so rework of the early game. You know how many times they've reworked early game in this game? You know what early game even looks like these days? I actually did. Remember like a patch or two ago, I was syncing, what was I doing? I was syncing the, oh yeah, to the new computer, when like 2 months ago. It was around the time of what, the 8.1 patch, I want to say, where they did some of the new visuals for early game, or technically for all kingdoms, but you know, you could see it if you did early games. But, yeah, they keep just always reworking early game. Obviously, they want to do that because they need to make the game as attractive as possible to newer players and make it more accessible to, you know, get into the thing. I do feel like one thing that's really annoying about the current early game in Gems of War is it's really, what do you call it, linear. You really can't go away from the tutorial for about like half an hour to an hour. It's actually really long. Like I knew exactly what I was doing at every given point. And I think I was still in the tutorial after like 40 minutes or something. It's actually insane. Like an average new player is going to be stuck in a tutorial linear loop for like almost over an hour before they really even let you into the game or something. It's slightly too long. So maybe that's what he's talking about with reworking it, because it holds new players in the tutorial for far too long. If they're not already hooked, they're probably leaving before they're even done with the tutorial. Not necessarily because, you know, the game is bad or anything, but just simply because they are just stuck in this infinite tutorial loop. And if they're just not catched by it, you know, if they don't find like what's currently there fun, like that's not going to catch them. Because I know one thing that happened pretty early on with me, because the tutorial was like way shorter back then, is we ended up opening some keys that we got within, I don't know, I want to say the first hour or two. And we ended up pulling a dragon, Shadow Dragon. It was like, oh, this is going to be like our main thing now. And then we just kept using Shadow Dragon. It was like, oh yeah, this is a lot of fun. And if we didn't end up pulling that, or, you know, kind of going off on our own, you know, we would have been like less like in time, I don't know, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Some word here. But, you know, I don't know. I feel like I would have had a lot less fun if I didn't like get to explore a little bit earlier and, you know, kind of get that like super rare drop. I even got back to back too. Like I got like 2 within like 7 keys or something back when keys were open like 3 at a time, or, you know, you get like 3 things from it, like when they were different than how they work now. But anyways, but no, the tutorial is way too linearly handholdy right now, I think, before it really lets you do like whatever you feel like doing. Oh yeah, Izzy is quitting Gems of War. She's not leaving us though. She's still going to be around. But she is indeed quitting Gems of War, I believe, going into next week. So this is probably our last week doing Gems of War. But yeah, she's still going to be around. Still going to be playing Palia probably full time now. But you know, she's still going to be around. She's just quitting Gems of War specifically. I believe she said she's even still playing Puzzle Quest 3. So any of you that do play that, she'll still be around there. But just Gems of War specifically, she did end up quitting.
Recently, and while I understand it's not a high priority for the Gems of War veterans out there, it is very important for game health. There are still so many people who have never played Gems of War, and if they can join us, it's going to increase our scope to deliver lots of other new things going forward. Finally, the last thing for 2025 will be the Bastion system. This will be of interest to existing players because it is distinctly an endgame system. Imagine you get to have a home castle, highly customizable, and also able to provide power. Not in the form of stats like a lot of other game systems. Customizations to your Bastion will be built around helping to mitigate various enemy tactics, like extra turn teams or instant kill teams.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. You know what this is actually somewhat reminiscent of? Puzzle Quest 1's home base. So that's actually really interesting if he does implement that well. Because that was one of the things in Puzzle Quest 1. Well, there's a lot of things in Puzzle Quest 1 that was really good. It's one of the reasons why Gems of War is so good. Because it took a lot of inspiration from Puzzle Quest 1, which was his first like match 3 game. And honestly, probably his best match 3 game that isn't specifically Gems of War. But that place also had a home base. There's a lot of things you could do there. You can craft fully customizable weapons with specific perks. There's other benefits you can do. You could train your mounts, which was a mechanic in that game when you moved around the map as well as in battle. They're kind of like the pet system that's in Gems of War right now, except you can only have one active at a time. Whereas, you know, all your pets are basically active at once in Gems of War. And a few other things like that. So I'm curious how that's going to work, because he technically did this in Puzzle Quest 1. Obviously, the things that it did in Puzzle Quest 1 are drastically different than, you know, what it would do in Gems of War. But that's kind of interesting. Mitigating extra turn teams, because that's quite a bit of an issue right now. Mitigating skull spam teams, so they really don't exist. Mitigating AoE teams, starting with Submerge? Maybe AoE damage reduction? Could you imagine that? To try to counter Stellaryx? Having an effect that's like 25% reduction to anything that hits everything simultaneously. So, you know, not like gaining Submerge, but like an actual damage mitigation. Specifically to things that hit... Like you know how Submerge will protect against given things? Imagine instead of having Submerge, you had like a damage mitigation to whatever that was. Like, imagine if you had 50% damage mitigation to anything that Submerge would normally full dodge, but it was just like a passive you had. So something like Stellaryx could never be used against you, because even if you don't have Submerge, and even if they hard counter you in every possible way, they're doing half as much damage. So unless they're infinite looping you as well, they're not actually going to kill you. Same as Beatrix, it would mitigate that as well, because it still hits all simultaneously, so it'd still be mitigated like how Submerge is. I don't know, there's a lot of things they could do with that. Curious.
Or gem spam teams and so on.
But yeah, that could actually fix the balance. I'm actually curious on that. That could actually be the thing that fixes everything. That honestly could. That done right actually has so much potential. I'm actually interested now.
To finish up, the last 10 years have been a fantastic, wild and exciting ride. We still love the game here, even more than the day we released it. We're blessed to have an amazing team and an equally amazing community of players. So a very heartfelt thanks to all of you. We couldn't have done this without you. And I hope to be making another one of these videos in 2034.
Well, we're here until 2034, everyone. You heard it here first. We're here for another 10 years. We got to do our next 10-year Brighter Shores addiction with our 20-year Gems of War addiction. Wonderful. Well, you heard him. Another 10 years. Get ready, everyone.
Until then, keep slaying those leprechauns and have another great decade.
Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how that Bastion system works. All right, let me go get out of this all the way in case it does something. Also, how many views does this get? Can I check? YouTube. Let's see, I'm just curious. Really? That low? Gosh. Why is it that low? I'm going to leave a like. Oh, yeah, I forgot I'm not logged in. I can't leave a like. What are the comments saying? Or even are the comments? Hey, Crisp, I found your video. It's recommending it as the first option. I'm not sure if you're still here. That's funny. There's Honest Rob. Are we not going to show up? There's Sydney Cool from 2 months ago. Hey, this is my live stream. Because right now this isn't logged into any YouTube account or anything. It's like a neutral, like, thing. That's kind of funny. But where's the comment section? Is there not a comment section here? How do I get to comment section? Let's see. Yeah, Bastions. I'm really curious on Bastions. They have so much. Oh, that's what's her name from Puzzle Quest 3 as well. Wait, is that who I think it is? No, that's a different bird. Never mind, that's a different bird. I'm thinking of someone else. That's not the Puzzle Quest 3 person I was thinking of. Oh, he's been here for a while. I'm not sure if he's been stopping in our stream. I know he's been around for like ages. Let's see. Hey, Lady Sa. Hey, you always comment on our videos. I'm not sure if Sani's here right now, but yeah. Or Lady Sani. I wonder if it's for her name. I know she's normally here, but thank you. Let's see. Early game, blah, blah, blah. The other folks, thanks. Hopefully, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. Bastion sounds interesting. Yeah, honestly, Bastions, I'm really curious. Bastions sound really, really interesting. And it could finally be the thing that fixes a lot of issues with the game. And it could have a lot of potential with Guild Wars too. Though Guild War is coming back prior to the Bastion system. Let's see. Breeze bringing back. Yeah, honestly, the competitive scene in Gems of War is like non-existent ever since Guild Wars died. Let's see. You miss Salty? Hey, there's just a couple of them. Guild War, please. Alright, that's everything. Anyways. Alright, in other news. So, where were we? In other news, let's go do this area. Not with that team, though. That is very much not the right team. Let me go grab the other one from the video. And, of course, if you guys need any of the teams, all of them are in the weekly video. If you haven't already checked it out, copy-paste in the description for every single thing you'll ever need. And, of course, given that we can use Stellarix, you know where we're using. We are definitely tearing apart everything with Stellarix, as one would expect. But if you have Stellarix, definitely use Stellarix. I'm just using the weapon for a little bit of mana accumulation. Oh, yeah, let me go bring chat back up. I've been looking at the other chat, but I can't actually see my other chat. Let's see, there we go. Honestly, they need to stop borrowing mechanics from Puzzle Quest 3 and keep doing things like Bastions and keep borrowing stuff from Puzzle Quest 1. But yeah, stop borrowing from Puzzle Quest 3, start borrowing from Puzzle Quest 1. And that will save Gems of War. That's all they have to do. Literally copy-paste any mechanic you feel like from Puzzle Quest 1. I don't care which. Just literally pick any of them. And it'll be good. Just stop doing it from Puzzle Quest 3 and do it from Puzzle Quest 1. Though I do wish there was the co-op feature from Puzzle Quest 3, I do have to say. The co-op feature was from Puzzle Quest 3 was probably the most fun I had in Puzzle Quest 3 by far. The system that they had around it, I'm not sure what it's like in the current state of the game, but if they can somehow find a way to make that work in Gems of War and make it stable, has to be stable because gosh, that thing was so unstable, at least at launch. But if they can add that to Gems of War, make it balanced, make it worthwhile, and make it stable, that would be so much fun. It was definitely the most fun I ever had in Puzzle Quest 3 was the co-op that exists there. With how you could do battles there. We can go to like certain raid locations for certain drops that you might need. And, you know, as a group basically go and hunt for it. But, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's like the one and only mechanic I feel like from Puzzle Quest 3 where it'd be like, yeah, that'd be better than what we have now. Yeah, we still need to try Puzzle Quest 3 again at some point. I have heard that things have improved. I am just skeptical based on what I last saw a year ago, or, you know, 1 year after launch. But I feel like even if I do try Puzzle Quest 3 again, I still feel like I like Puzzle Quest 1 the most. It just does so many things so well. It's what made early Gems of War really good as well. It was a lot more heavily inspired by Puzzle Quest 1. And it needs to start going back to that. Taking mechanics from Puzzle Quest 1 that worked. Because there were a lot of them, and still are, that aren't even implemented in Gems of War yet. Are we going to make a guild called Dragon's Peak and Brighter Shores? Yes. Assuming no one takes it, and we can end up getting it. Otherwise, we'll rename it to something else. But yeah, I do plan to. It's going to be a pretty casual guild, though. Mostly just for skilling, you know. It's going to be like a little bit of everything kind of guild. We're not going to be try-harding anything specifically. You know, try-hard just to welcome, though. Dragon's Peak, too. Well, it's going to be kind of like how our Gems of War guild is these days. You know, we do a little bit of everything. We're still an endgame guild, but, you know, we're not like ultra min-max everything. We're kind of just here, having fun, doing our thing. Who names the guild something else? You know what I mean. We're not naming it something else. We're naming it something else. Not literally something else. But something else then something else. That's really confusing. But yes, we're not naming it something else. We're naming it something else. Hey, let me go lower the volume again. Because I know I'll forget and I'll just blast everyone's ears off when we go do Brighter Shores again later. Up Cookie Warrior mentioning. Wait, I don't have chat up. Gosh, that's the only thing that's weird. Is I'm using a different chat system right now than what I do during Brighter Shores. And it keeps disappearing on me because of how I have it. You know what the good fix is? Let me go move this. There we go. That'll fix all my issues. Now whenever I do that, it won't disappear. What were you saying? Let's see. You missed it, so I will repost it. Sorry, P-Medic. Met a guy yesterday at the Enchantress talking about his pick and manacles and spoke to some people. Apparently a lot of Brighter Shores knows you now. You're glad you're getting the support you deserve. Thank you so much. I know. It's actually insane how much support we've been getting from the Brighter Shores community. It really reminds me of like really early day Gems of War as well, where like almost everyone in the community kind of knew us. It was just really chill. But yeah, I've been really appreciative of the Brighter Shores community. Reminds me of everything that I loved about the Gems of War community, and still do. Because the Gems of War community has also been kind of like that, where you know just kind of really friendly to everyone. You know, we kind of just chill together, everything else. But yeah, it really reminds me of early day, particularly early day Gems of War community as well. Which is one of the things that really made me fall in love with Gems of War. And has even more so made me fall in love with Brighter Shores. Because the community is just so wholesome. For both games, of course. Let's see what happens with Brighter Shores when it gets PvP, though. Let's add max toxicity and see what happens. If Brighter Shores can survive PvP being added, it could be survive anything. I just realized we just got a perfect dungeon for how many torches we had. We had exact layout. Do we keep going deeper? I think I have to this week. It's obviously going to be off-stream. But this week is so free with Stellaryx. I can't not go for full faction completion. The only problem is it's going to take like an extra 2 to 3 hours off stream that I need to go do. That I wouldn't otherwise. Probably 2 hours. But with Stellaryx, it's just so much quicker. It might even only be like an hour, hour and a half. Because the power of Stellaryx is going to make this so quick. And we just got a clean first floor as well. That's not to say the other ones will be, but still, it's so free this week. Like, it almost can't get freer. There are a few that are kind of freer because they have better mana accumulations. I could turn it into an extra stream. Wait, what? Into an extra stream? Task ignoring your joke. Sorry, what was your no joke? Name it any guild. So if someone asks, let's join a guild. Which guild? Any guild. That one's actually kind of funny. I do like that, Lester. That's actually a pretty funny joke. Yes, everyone should join any guild. Which guild? No, any guild. Alright, what else do we still have? Oh, so if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Otherwise, I think the only thing we really have left is what? Clear out PvP for a little bit? Just mess around with that. But yeah, I still feel like the PvP... Oh, I still need to go, like, use max things. Oh, yeah, we did get... I tried for top 3, but someone must have sniped me right at the end. Because my leaderboard was really free last week. But apparently someone passed me, like, right at the end, which is kind of unfortunate. Not that big a deal. Which reminds me, let me go use some of our points. Because we have a lot of spears right now that I haven't been doing. We'll need to start doing these, like, every Monday. I haven't been taking these every single day, but we still got a little stockpile of them. Come on, purple. Oh, yeah, I haven't handed out a single code yet. Hey, a purple! All right, let me go hand out a code. Not just for the purple, but I haven't handed out a single code yet. Here you guys go. Here is the first code. You use it on gemsofwar.com. Underneath the game code section, your invite code is in the settings menu. Redeem code right over there in chat. And you get the same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Yeah, how I could not hand out any codes? I almost forgot. Also, I have a ton of them now that we're only doing it once per week. I wonder if she's still going to keep giving me as many. I wonder if she even realized I'm not streaming, like, every single day. Because we were doing every single day, then, like, 3 times a week. And right now, because of our Brighter Shores addiction, we're doing it only on Mondays, of course. And I wonder if she's noticed. Because wouldn't that be funny if they haven't even noticed? Honestly, that sounds like something that would happen. Like, they still think I'm streaming, like, every single day or something. It's like, yeah, it's like 4 a month right now. I don't know. Is there anyone who's even streaming Gems of War every day these days? I know at one point we kind of were the only one, weren't we? For like some duration of time. But then we started doing 3 a week. And of course, most recently 1 a week. At least during our Brighter Shores addiction. Honestly, it might stay like that. Because I don't think my Brighter Shores addiction will go away. We'll see if I start burning out after base 200s. Because that's when the game really gets grindy. But, I don't think I will burn out. Yeah, Cindy's been doing quite a few streams, hasn't he? Yeah, if you guys want to check streams, definitely check out Cindy sometime. Although I'm pretty sure most of you already know he exists. Yeah, hasn't he been streaming most events? Doesn't he do like 3 a week or 5 a week or something these days? When are we trying Puzzle Quest 3 again? 2030? Honestly, sometime next year, we definitely need to try it again. Like, very briefly. I'm not sure when, but I really should. Are they having, like, their X-year anniversary at some point? Because I think it came out in, like, April or something. Because if they're going to have some kind of event for something like that, I feel like that's a good time to get back into it. That's actually when I got back into Old School RuneScape. I did that at their 10-year anniversary of Old School. Is when I got back into the game and made a Hardcore Iron Man. It still hasn't died yet. It's basically a 1 life self-sufficient account. And it still hasn't lost its 1 life yet, despite basically completing the game. Not like completing it, but, you know, it maxed, which, you know, for all intents and purposes, if you maxed in a game, you probably have finished it, but, you know, it's an MMO, so max means you've finished, like, 5% of the game. But, you know, max normally means you're done. That's just an outlier game where max does not mean you're done. Is there not magic here? I always thought there was. I know the other one does. I was kind of hoping because it's green team. We don't. I don't really want to run blue, though. Is there another place? Where else can you get magic from? I should forget every single location. Right here, perfect. Because I really don't want to have to do blue team. Well, I don't know. What am I saying? Blue team's free. I can just run Talk Shaka. What am I saying? I keep forgetting. It's not that one color that has like that slightly annoying thing where we'd have to run something else. I can literally just run Talk Shaka build. There's always a solution to something. Alright, let's go take out this. And I think the enrage thing doesn't apply here. I'm pretty sure. We'll find out when it obliterates us. He'll check it out. It's days after the day that adds the new emotes. Yeah, I still haven't done that. Soon TM. It's on the list of soon TM things. Like the 2018 Teams video meme. From 6 years ago. If I try it again, you'll try it too. What's not low Imperial? So much to relearn, to do. Yeah, that's going to be the intimidating thing. Like, the game's probably nothing like what it was when I first played it. And even though I had a really good grasp of what the game was and everything, it is just a completely different creature at this point. After however many years it's been. That's one thing that's slightly annoying about getting back into a game after so long. Even if you've played it before. Is, you know, it just builds up so much content. And you kind of have to relearn everything from scratch. Well, not necessarily from scratch, but, you know. Depends how much the systems have been tweaked around and everything. It's definitely always an intimidating thing to have to do for any game. It also skews your expectations from what it once was to what it is now. Because it's not like you're going in completely blind trying it for the first time. Like, we already have a pre-found position. Having played it in the past. That would then be comparing it to what it is now. It's not like we're going in like 100% fresh, having never played it. Also, have the reviews for it gotten any better on Steam? I know it was like 30% at one point. Back when it was like at like peak annoying. Let me see. Puzzle Quest 3. I'm actually curious. Puzzle Quest 3. There it is. It's still at mixed. Really? In recent times, it's still at 53%. 50% ever. It is still exceedingly mixed. Also, apparently most of the player base is on mobile because Steam doesn't even show 300 players right now. I'm on its page as we speak. And also, only 2 people on my whole friends list has played it. Sarian, who is one of the developers of the game. And Cookie, who is probably in chat right now still. Hello, Cookie. Actually, yeah, he's right there. Like a couple comments back. Those are the only 2 people on my Steam's friend list who has even played Puzzle Quest 3. And one of them's literally the developer of the game. Actually, wait, do I not have Izzy added on Steam then? Because I just realized it doesn't show her. Oh, unless she only plays on mobile version, duh. She might play it only on mobile. And not on the Steam Deck ever. That makes sense. Because I could have sworn I had her added on Steam. Anyways, let's go do our middle battles, I guess. You turned on Gems of War after 3 years and confused as hell. And the only mythic being Ra. Honestly, Ferris Ra's still great for souls. And Aurora. You're more confused than ever? Oh gosh. Queen Aurora can still be used as an OK mana accumulator. There's definitely better options these days, but yeah, Ferris Ra doesn't really do much unless you want to farm souls these days. His damage output's just so low compared to where the game is shifted. One thing that you can do to try to get some pretty free damage sources is some factions. If you go and just do your daily underworld, if you click on that button to go from Crystard to the underworld, try throwing your Chaos Shards at the Deep Hive, and you'll get a really good damage source called Beatrix eventually, the legendary that resides here, this troop right here, Beatrix, Queen Beatrix. She can carry you pretty much through the whole game. She has one of the best cleanses in the whole game, having cleansed all allies per extra turn. If you have 2 of them on your team, even if one gets stunned and can't do its cleanse anymore, the other one still can as long as it's not stunned. And she ends up creating a lot of mana accumulation, a decent amount of damage to everything, and has a decent extra turn rate. Not only does she have a 40% extra turn rate, but her gems can also extra turn for you. Truffle is a little bit better, which you get from Amethrax, but she's just like the full package as far as what you can do. A little bit less extra turn, but it's pretty comparable to like Stellarix, like mini Stellarix, in that it's not a guarantee extra turn, but her damage ratio and utility ratio is just so high. And you can get her really early on, basically for free. You'll notice, like, we already saw her 2 times now. Oh, and here's the other one, Truffle. They're both pretty comparable. Truffle is near infinite loop in the right team, particularly with Farstroll. Like, Farstroll plus Truffle is so good. And this is exactly what he's doing. But Farstroll into Truffle, really good. Farstroll you probably don't have laying around though, but both King Gop Truffle and Beatrix are both targetable. You just throw Chaos Shards at Amethrax to get Truffle, and you throw Chaos Shards at the Deep Hive in order to get her. And all you have to do is just do the daily, like, 3 dungeons, or not dungeons, 3 underworlds every single day. You could do 3 of them per day. You could even spend gems to do a bit more, but you just do the free ones. And you would eventually have enough shards to get both of these 2 legends. And their damage sources that can basically carry you through the whole game. They're really high extra turn rate, infinite loop, high damage source utility options. And as you can see, this guy's using both of them together. Farstroll helps a lot with them, though it is not required. He has a bunch of skull reduction and Tango on Skull, and the most notably, he doubles the green on the board, which is really good because both of these create green and brown, and he needs brown to function, and they both use green, which then gets doubled, which gives him even more green mana. Yeah, it's a very common early mid-game build because it's pretty much free to obtain. A lot of newer players might not know of it initially, though. But it's one of the freest builds you can get, and if you ever see some teams, like look at this, Farstroll Beatrix again, Beatrix, and he's Essence of Evil is kind of nice too. You get this from 250 wins on, gosh, I forget its name, the Plague Lord hero class, which is the one from Darkstone. But yeah, just Farstroll, Beatrix, stuff like that. Another one that's pretty common too, that's really recent. I think this came with 8.0. They added Immortals to the game. They're kind of like early game accessible mythics. And Immortal Ossifer is really noteworthy. He has the best accessible early game skull spam in the entire game while also doing a bunch of true damage. I would still advise using Beatrix and this stuff over him. However, a lot of early game players kind of gravitate towards him these days because he is so good at skull spam relative to what you have in early game otherwise. He's basically Keeper of Souls, but like way stronger. Way stronger. Like OG Keeper of Souls, but buffed up like crazy. He does have like double the mana cost, but he also gets a lot of mana back because he explodes a bunch of skulls. Because he ends up creating Doom Skulls, which explode all skulls around them, or sorry, all gems around them. So you end up getting some mana accumulation from it as well, which is really nice. Puzzle Quest 2 is a terrible game. Honestly, I enjoyed Puzzle Quest 2. It was nowhere near as good as Puzzle Quest 1. And the art style direction was kind of, okay. But, I don't know, I enjoyed my playthrough of Puzzle Quest 2. But Puzzle Quest 1 was way better. I feel like Puzzle Quest 2 felt more like a demo for a game, though. Like, it went through a whole storyline and everything. But it felt more like a proof of concept than like a full finished game. Whereas Puzzle Quest 1 had like more content than you would even want in a game. It just had so much. Like you could easily play it for hundreds of hours. But Puzzle Quest 2, I think it was like 20 hours. I'm gonna go check right now, I'll tell you. How much time does my Steam say I have in Puzzle Quest 2? This counts idling time and like everything. Puzzle Quest 2. 34.5 hours. So realistically about 30 hours. 30 hours for a playthrough. I guess that's not too bad for an RPG. I don't know, I'm just used to playing RPGs that take like a billion years. Like if we play Xenoblade Chronicles X later this year, I think the average play time is like 80 to 100 hours. And that's if you do like no side content. If you 100% the game, I think it's like 300 to 500 hours. Like basic 100%. As in, you know, like all side quests and everything. So when I think of RPGs, or I guess JRPGs in that case, and then compare it to that, it's like 30 minutes. That's like a demo for an RPG. I don't know, 30 hours, sorry, 30 minutes. I meant 30 hours, not 30 minutes, but you know what I meant. I'm not sure why. Whenever I go into an RPG, I'm just expecting it to take forever. How long did it take us to do 1,000 Year Door? I think we completed that in like 20, 30 hours. 1,000 Year Door is so good, though. I still personally feel like it's one of the best Nintendo-branded RPGs of all time. Though I do feel like the Xenoblade Chronicles series is still the best thing under Nintendo's umbrella for an RPG, though. As far as like Mario-themed RPG, or, you know, things that are like super Nintendo-branded. 1,000 Year Door was just so good. I'd say it's underrated, but it's definitely not underrated. If anything, I feel like people would say it's overrated. But, I don't know. It's really, really good, though. I'm really hoping the next Paper Mario game is at least half as good as Thousand Year Door. And they go back to the OG formula of the game. Oh yeah, let me go hand out another code. I feel like I've handed out like none this stream relative to how long we've been going for. Here you guys go. There is the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com. Underneath the game code section, your invite code is the settings menu. Redeem code over there in chat. And then give same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. You guys know the drill. There you guys go. Enjoy. If you guys haven't already, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly, greatly appreciated. Actually, I'll set a goal. Can we beat how many likes were on the Brighter Shore stream earlier today? Show YouTube that our Gems of War stream is better. Which I think we actually got a really low amount of likes on the Brighter Shore stream today. It's not like I had like a lot of dislikes or anything. It's kind of funny because we did a poll that had like 300 votes. And I think by the end of the stream, we had like 30 something likes. Yet the poll had like 300 something votes on it. I always find that funny. People love a poll or just to give their opinion. I find that really, really funny. Like the poll has like 10 times more engagement than the like dislike button. It's actually insane. Alright, where are we at? Let's see. Okay, we already got all 3 Valhawks. Alright, are we officially there? I think we are officially there. Also, I am so behind on the PvP grind, by the way. But we still got a month. There's like so much time. It's almost like... I was almost going to say New Year's, but it's almost Christmas. As far as how long this pass is going for. Yeah, I got a month to grind that far. We definitely got to do a day or two where I just power grind it. Either on stream or off or otherwise or something. Because I'm not actually even halfway there. What's halfway? 45? How long does this normally go for? Yeah, we're at the halfway point right now. Like literally right now. Which means I should be right here if we were halfway. And we're currently at like tier 29. But you know, one really good day of just power grinding it would auto get that done though. Also, technically we only have to get to 88. Because we're not buying the thingy, so we don't even need to get the other 2 things. All the way over there. Also, I've been doing this weekly, of course, as well. But yeah, any other questions, anyone? Anythings? Otherwise, I think I might be winding it down. Trying to think of any other main objective we have. Oh, some of the mortals I haven't upgraded. Give me that, give me that. Let me upgrade all the mortals. You saw a trailer for the Minecraft movie? Wait, did they do another one? Or are you talking about the original trailer? I know the first one was pretty poorly received. But I don't really follow much anything regarding Minecraft. I played it one stream once, just as kind of just as a thing, because some people requested it. But I do not understand the appeal of something like Minecraft. I just cannot get into sandbox games. Something about that genre just drives me insane. Like I love setting like mini goals and everything like that. And something about sandbox games just completely puts that on the head of how I tackle games. Like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Like, the second I load into one, it's like, okay, we're done. I finished the game. like, what goal do you set? It's literally a sandbox game. There's, like, infinite possibilities, which means there's no possibilities. Like, there's so many infinite goals that there's no goals at all that matter. It's really weird. I can never understand sandbox games, personally. There's a Minecraft movie. I'm pretty sure that, I don't know. What's the reception on it recently as far as the Minecraft movie? I haven't been keeping track with anything like that. I don't keep track of drama and everything. Because I know originally it had like some problems and everything. Kind of like the Sonic movie did, like the originally, like way back. And then they fixed it. But anyways, guys, I think we might be calling it for now. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. We will be back, of course, next week, Monday, for, I guess, what is now called Gyms of War Mondays. But, of course, every single day we'll be doing Brighter Shorts for about 12 hours. So if you guys still want to stop by at any point, either watch in the background, just come say hi. Even ask Gyms of War questions. I don't care. I'll answer them. I'll answer anything. If you ask a question in chat, as long as I see it, just make sure to post it again if I happen to not see it. And, yeah, we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Oh, yeah, I didn't really mention it in stream, but I mentioned the other thingy. But don't forget, faction event this Friday. Nothing too relevant with it. We got a new troop. That does mean I should be able to get the old troop as well. So if you didn't end up getting the old troop, it should be in drop table, hopefully this Friday. And by that, I mean the May Cyclops. I haven't been getting these recently, just so it's a little bit cheaper. But, yeah, the May Cyclops. If you didn't get it, it should be available on Friday. And then the new one will be, you know, from the other shop, or, you know, from the in-game thingy. Since I've been skipping that event recently, I've just been getting them after the fact, basically for free instead of spending a couple hundred gems or whatever it is. So I personally have been doing that route. So if you haven't been as well, hey, if you might as well. Ends up saving several hundred gems. This guy is too overpriced. Don't get him. The 2 Sentinels are too annoying to get. This thing should be in drop table soon if you didn't end up getting it and wasting resources on it. This guy you can end up crafting if you have 150k PvP points, and he's actually kind of worth it because he only costs silver. And I have no... Wait, what was 2 of Wands from? Wait, when was 2 of Wands? Did I miss one? Oh, no. Wait, do any of you own 2 of Wands? Because 10 of Runes is the one for this week. Wait, what is 2 of Wands? Is this next week's tarot card or something? Because I'm pretty sure this hasn't been available yet, right? 2 of Wands. Oh, wait, is that from the campaign? Wait, what is 2 of Wands from? I'm confused. No, that's 2 of... Well, okay, that's what it is. 2 of Wands. Okay, never mind. It's not released yet. It's coming in like 7 weeks from now or 6 weeks from now, depending on what pass you have. It's just visible in the thing for some reason. Never mind. False alarm. I found it. It's the current campaign mythic on the paid side of the pass. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by as always. Feel free to stop by some Brighter Shore stream. We'll be here all week. And we'll be back for next week's Gyms of War Mondays, I guess. Anyways, guys, thanks for the continued support. It's greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching.